Well, then it can be really fun to look forward to whatever the next one's going to be, and it doesn't have to knock you out of working on the one you're currently on. That's what I think.
Oh, that's good. Could you repeat that? Because I was thinking about something else.
Welcome back to the Not So Serious Life. This is episode number 52. 52 episodes. And that's Steve. I'm Jason. I think they know who we are by now. Should I not even say who we are anymore?
I don't think you have to identify us every single time.
Yeah. But you don't think people ever get us confused?
Um, s- I hope so because you're a much younger man.
Kathy told me, this is a secret. Kathy probably doesn't like me to tell you this. Kathy told me that she would like if some of my hair stuff rubbed off on you. Like maybe we get you with the hard part and we can plaster your hair over. What do you think about that?
Well, I'm happy to do it. Yeah.
I don't think she wants that for real. Okay, how about we jump into our question for the day?
Let's do it.
Okay, so this question comes from Gunhild. Gunhild is a female German admirer of our show. Please imitate my accent. That's what she said.
Oh my.
Was that
Wow.
bad?
Yeah, it's awful.
Okay, so I'll do it in my own accent.
Sure, I'm sure she sounds much better than that.
She probably sounds way, way better than that. But I can't do a female German accent. I can barely do an American male accent.
I think you have to say that you can't. I think we've already got that.
Can you do it? You were in psychological warfare and language.
I lived in Germany for a while in the army, but I'm not even going to try.
But she asked for it. We're not giving them what they want.
What's your question?
Okay. Gunhild says, how do I keep my momentum going and not get distracted by new ideas? She says, I have my great idea and I'm working on it daily, and then suddenly a new idea pops up. I'm tempted to let go of the first idea and continue with the next. I know if I keep going like this, I'll never arrive at my goal. How do I keep the momentum and strengthen my perseverance so that I make real progress? Best wishes from Gunhild, a female German admirer of your show. Please imitate my accent. So her question is, how do I keep my momentum going and not get distracted by new ideas?
Yeah. And is the new idea a better idea than what you're putting momentum into? That's one thing I would ask.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we get better ideas than what we're working on, and that's fine. We jump right in.
Yeah.
But I like to. I've got book ideas that I set aside, and they're great ideas, but I can't wait to get to them. So one thing I would say is that it's okay to get new ideas, and to not have them lure you away from what you're committed to and devoted to and finishing. Make sure you put them somewhere that you know you can go back to. Put them in a box, put them in some nice little place that honors and treasures the idea, and you can look forward to going back to it when you finish the current project.
Yeah, I love that. I do the exact same thing that you're talking about. I have a not now file. And I'm the kind where like my big thing is this, my phone. I send myself ideas all the time. And then I have a folder that it goes into. And it's really fun because the same thing you said, then I don't have the stress anymore. Like once it's captured, that brain space gets freed up and I don't have to worry about thinking about it anymore. And when I finish a project and I'm looking for the next one, I got a whole folder of cool stuff I can look at. And not to mention, like you were saying, like sometimes obviously I love what you said about like, is this other idea a better idea? How long have you already invested? If you've been in something for like a couple days and a better idea hits you, well, just go for it. I mean, you don't really have a lot invested, but if it's something where you get enticed by the new idea just because there's a little bit of boredom in the project you're already on, I would question that and see like, how am I going to feel if I really stick with this project that I'm on? Like, how am I going to feel knowing that I can prove to myself that I can win, that I can stick to something, that I can finish it? And you have no idea what's going to form out of the idea that you're working on. You may have an even better idea than the one you wanted to leave that idea to go to by finishing this first thing that you've already committed yourself to. So I think one big question to ask, and Steve was just talking about this too, is kind of asking yourself, this one project that you're working on now, are you committed to it or are you just interested in it? And that's okay. Either one is fine. But to get really clear on, hey, is this just something I'm kind of interested in, or is it something that I really want to see through all the way? And if you're not living in this like scarcity mode, this fear of missing out, this I got to find the right thing to be working on at all times, and instead can just say there's plenty of time for all the other projects. I have nothing but time to work on these projects. Let me just stay committed and focused on this one for now. Well, then it can be really fun to look forward to whatever the next one's going to be, and it doesn't have to knock you out of working on the one you're currently on. That's what I think.
Oh, that's good. Could you repeat that? Because I was thinking about something else.
Thanks for being in the present moment. Did you have a better idea instead of being on the show with me, and so now you're thinking, oh, I should go do that idea instead?
I'm just messing with you, man. Come on.
I love it. Actually, but let's be honest for a second. You actually do have a really good idea of something that you're working on. Can you talk about Death Wish for a minute, Steve?
Death Wish is a project I'm working on. You can Google to figure out what it is and find out what it is. Just Google Steve Chandler Death Wish, and you'll know my project. And it's about suicide, addiction, and death. And I know that doesn't sound like a lot of fun to some people who have very closed minds, but it's going to be really an important project for me. And it is explained on the page that you can go to. Maybe you'll put a link.
I will. Yep.
In the newsletter. So thank you for bringing it up.
Yeah, it's really great, Steve. I'm really excited for you. I know it's going to be your focus for 2016, and I'm just super happy to support you on it. And I know a lot of people already have been. The response online and on Facebook and everything, people are just super, super into it and all supporting you. And the entire Not So Serious Life family has got your back, son.
All right. I love that.
All right, awesome. Guys, thank you so much for the question, and thank you so much for sending your questions in continuously. Keep sending them in to questions@thenotsoseriouslife.com. And of course, head over to our website so you can see all the past episodes. You know, some people are just now joining and haven't really seen a lot of episodes. This is episode number 52. If you haven't seen a lot of the episodes, go back. There's some really good ones. Yeah, binge watch. Like, forget Netflix.
I shouldn't say the word binge if I'm working on an addiction book, but when it comes to our show, binge.
Yeah, addiction to our show is okay. That's the one caveat for Death Wish. Yeah, of course.
Positive addiction.
A positive addiction, absolutely. So, and don't forget to watch those episodes because they're a lot of fun. And again, if there's somebody in your world that can benefit from hearing this, share this message with them. Share the video with them. I know they'll love it, and they'll love you for sending it. So, until next time, we love you. We mean it. Peace out.
The bass.